Okay, Halloween is coming.
Yes.
All right, now here going to come down to, are you going to allow your kids to trick or treat? Now,
But also, are you going to have candy at your home for trick-or-treaters? That is the other side of this. There's two parts to this.
all right, 25% almost say they plan to trick or treat despite the whole pandemic thing. 23% said that they are going to participate. That's down from 30% last year. So it's come down some. And I think that's some bigger cities where you've got some government officials who have said, we're not going to allow it. Whereas in New York State,
Right.
Governor Cuomo said, if you want to, go ahead. He's not going to ban you from doing it.
Right.
But use your best judgment when it comes to doing
Common
this.
sense is essential. Let's be honest.
I know that there's certain places like in West Chicago, Halloween events will not happen on city-owned property. There aren't, Halloween parades, although I don't know of any around here anyway.
Not that I can think of for that. No, honestly.
Really comes down to events happening on city-owned property
Right.
for Halloween. They're not going to allow those. So as far as you going neighbor to neighbor doing trick-or-treating, again, masks and the costumes are still for sale. You can buy them at the store.
Right.
Again, it comes down to being safe, washing your hands, disinfecting, masking up if you need to, especially when you're handing out food to these kids or
Handing
the
out
candy.
or receiving. You want your kids
Yeah.
or grandkids, if they're out there, if they're taking candy from a house, you want them to wear their masks and gloves as they put things into their bags and their buckets and whatnot too. It's completely doable. You just have to think about how you're doing it and structure and strategize it. Last year was horrible. Remember the weather
It was
on Halloween
pouring
last
rain.
year?
It was terrible.
Pouring rain. It was
Yeah.
cold. It
Yeah.
was just
was in it.
miserable. I know.
And of course, too, you come down to Halloween parties for the adults. Are you going to be having Halloween parties? Of course, we're discouraging large gatherings of people in
And
small
this
spaces.
year it's on an actual weekend
Saturday.
too, but what are you going to do?
A full moon on Halloween on a Saturday, and then we get a pandemic, so you can't even really.
When's the time
do
change?
anything. November.
Oh, okay. I was
Yes,
going to say that would have been
it's
ironic
later.
if it all fell at the same time, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised though.
It would
But
be
yeah,
the way 2020 is going.
more info on Halloween around the pandemic right now. Yes FM Facebook, Twitter at 967 Yes FM, and the Mercy Morning page at yesfm.com.